The Maine Secretary of State, Matthew Dunlap, is suing the Voter Fraud Commission, the Trump Voter Fraud Commission, saying that I'm not getting information even what we're doing, who's even staffing this thing. Now, what's interesting is that he's a Democrat, Secretary of State. He's actually on the commission and is suing it, saying what's going on. It's called the Presidential Advisory Commission on Election Integrity. It's really a BS commission. And they've met twice publicly. Last meeting September 12th, and he said for more than a month he has no idea what's going on with it. Chris Kobach, of course, the co-chair, is dismissing his claim, saying, well, I haven't got any information either. Let's go to my panel. Karen Maria Alston, founder and CEO of the Spectrum Circle, Brandon Cooper, chairman of the Prince George's County, Maryland Republican Party. It's pretty hilarious. A member of the commission is suing the commission saying, can I get some information? He's saying, I don't know who's staffing it, how many people we have, what have we done, what are we accomplishing? And then, of course, to have Kobach say, during this period, commission work was stalled by three things: litigation defending against 8 lawsuits filed by groups seeking to stop or delay the commission's work, the loss of commission staff due to an unrelated arrest of a staff member. It was sexual, molestation, I think, deal, and the tragic death of Commissioner David Dunn during heart surgery. It is not at all surprising that commission staff were very busy during this period. Ironically, Dunlap's lawsuit is only going to increase the workload faced by commission staff and Department of Justice attorneys. I think it's hilarious that this commission doesn't want to be transparent. They're even using private emails. I'm sorry, didn't Trump criticize someone for Brandon? Didn't they criticize Hillary Clinton for that?
A lot of hypocrisies through this administration we've seen, so it should not be no surprise. I hate that this commission is making, these mistakes that make the issue of voter integrity, I guess, is distracting from the real issue, I guess you can say.
What's the real issue?
Again, there are legitimate concerns about cleaning rolls of voter registration forms. I'm not saying it's pervasive. I'm not saying it warrants a Trump administration commission, but I feel like this is just clouding the subject and making it, easy for people to attack, because there's a lot of things to attack with the way this commission is operating.
This is searching for a needle in a haystack and spending tremendous resources, time, money, emails, investigations, et cetera, to find a needle in a haystack. The percentage of voter fraud is so minute, it's probably 0.0000005%. To do this is a waste of our taxpayer dollars.
Well, and again, the joke is that you're pushing this and it's not there. No, and again, Trump sat there and said, 3 to 5 million voted illegally, no proof whatsoever. And it happens to meet the number of votes he lost to Hillary Clinton by in terms of the popular vote. And so that's what this is. And Chris Kobach wants to suppress votes. He is on the record how he wants to suppress vote. So for me, I trust nothing that Chris Kobach does. And what's hilarious to me, they asked all of these states to turn over voter information. He's a member of the commission, and as the Secretary of State for Kansas, he refused himself to turn the very information over he was asking other states to turn over.
Yeah, I hear you.
It's like, what the hell?
And I'll just say again, I hate the idea that this commission and Trump is clouding the water on a real, genuine issue. If you go to north to Canada, you go south to Mexico, they both require IDs to vote. And so I hate the idea that this overall discussion is being tainted by sloppy, I guess, enforcement of it. But, the idea of whether IDs need to be had is a discussion we have separate of this. But I think, the way the commission is operating is definitely leaving it open to a lot of attacks.
Yeah, but also, this is the thing, though, that, again, that's the red herring. This ain't about voter ID.
Oh, I know, I agree.
No, this ain't remotely about voter ID.
This is about
they're muddying the water by adding other things to it.
And also, the whole deal with voter ID, that's even also a scam argument, because what they also do is put rules in place where they say, you have to have the raised birth certificate, and then you got to pay for certain things. And so the average person goes, I don't see a problem with an ID, but they don't understand all the hurdles they put in there just to get the ID.
The issue is I'm cool with, but when you add on, like you said, all these other things, that's where it muddies the water and clouds the issue, and I hate that.
And I don't understand.
The whole commission is a fraud.
Yes.
Period.
Yes.
That's the bumper sticker version.
Yes.
Trump's commission is a fraud itself.
Weekdays on TV One.
I will never lie to you.
Oh my God.
Roland Martin.
He doesn't want to talk to us. He wants to ignore us.
Uncensored.
Hell no. That ain't gonna cut it, boo.
Unapologetic.
No, that is fundamentally false. You are wrong.
Unfiltered.
He wants an America where we all look alike. He ain't talking about black people.
Unrelenting.
You better go work out, because you got a fight on your hands.
NewsOne Now with Roland Martin. Weekdays at 7 a.m. on TV One.